Tonight, we are climbing aboard something that looks glamorous from the outside and quietly tries to break you on the inside. The life of a 1950s steward. Forget the perfume ads and the poster smiles. Behind that lipstick and that little pillbox hat was a woman on her aching feet for 14 hours, hauling roast beef through turbulence at 4,000 feet. Ines. Ines. Dim the lights, switch on a fan for that soft cabin hum, and let us ease into tonight's journey together. Have you ever wondered what it actually felt like to smile for a living while your girdle slowly cut off your circulation? Could you pass a job interview that judged your weight, your height, your girdle slowly cut off your circulation? Could you pass a job interview that judged your weight? Would you survive being weighed like airport luggage before every single shift? Could you carve a roast in midair over the Rocky Mountains without landing it in a stranger's lap? And what would you do the day the airline politely informed you that you had become too old at the ripe age of 32 to hand people peanuts? Well, congratulations. You have just woken up in 1954. Your alarm is a hotel front desk. Your feet already hurt. And today, you are one of the most glamorous, underpaid women in America. So, you want to fly. Adorable. Before you ever touch an airplane, you have to survive the application, which reads less like a job posting and more like a beauty pageant with a physical exam attached. You must be young, roughly 20 to 26, unmarried, a certain height, a certain weight, with good posture, straight teeth, clear skin, and absolutely no glasses on that pretty face. Experience in aviation. Not required. Experience in looking effortless while being judged head to toe by a stranger with a clipboard. Highly recommended. You walk in hopeful and walk out having been measured like a bolt of fabric. The interview itself is an exercise in polite dread. You sit up straight, ankles crossed, hands folded, wearing your very best, while a panel studies you like a used car. They check your height against a chart because too short and you cannot reach the overhead bins. Too tall and you spoil the tidy uniform silhouette. There is a narrow window of acceptable and you must fit inside it exactly. They look at your teeth. They look at your complexion. They look at your hands because those hands will be pouring coffee where everyone can see them. Somewhere in your mind, you may have imagined this job was about travel and adventure. And it is, technically. But first, it is about whether you photograph well in a hat. They ask about your weight and note it down, because that number will follow you like a shadow for the rest of your very short career. They ask if you are married, and the correct answer is no. They may ask if you plan to marry soon, and the correct answer is also somehow no. You are applying to be single, and stay single, and you learn this quickly. It is a bit like applying for a job where one of the qualifications is not falling in love, which is a strange thing to promise a stranger in a suit. Then T here is the matter of your eyes. Perfect vision is often required because glasses apparently ruin the fantasy. So if you happen to squint at the eye chart, you may be gently shown the door. A woman who could calmly evacuate a burning aircraft is turned away because she cannot read a menu without help. It is like being disqualified from lifeguarding for having freckles. The logic is not the point. The image is the point. Everything here serves the image. If you clear the physical inspection, you face the harder test. The personality read: are you warm? Are you graceful under pressure? Can you smile and mean it? Or at least look like you mean it for hours on end. They want a woman who is unshakably pleasant, endlessly patient, and quietly tough as boot leather underneath all that softness. They are, in truth, hiring someone extraordinary and pretending they are just hiring someone pretty. And here is the part that stings a little. Thousands of women apply for a handful of spots. The competition is fierce, the standards are absurd, and the rejection is common. So the ones who make it are not lucky. They are survivors of a gauntlet designed to weed out nearly everyone. You have just proven you can be measured, weighed, inspected, questioned, and judged, and still walk out with your dignity and a job offer. Congratulations! You passed. You are now officially qualified to be exhausted at altitude. But before they let you anywhere near a real airplane, they are going to send you to school. And it is not the kind of school with a chemistry lab, it is the kind with a lipstick exam. A strange blend of hospitality boot camp and finishing school, where grown women are taught how to walk, how to sit, how to smile without looking tired, and how to apply lipstick in a moving vehicle. You practice pouring coffee. You practice saying kind things to rude people. Somewhere in there, they teach you emergency procedures too. But honestly, the poise seems to get more classroom hours than the fire. The days are long and oddly structured. Part military, part debutante ball. You march to meals, you stand at attention. You curtsy, somehow, to nobody in particular. And all of it, every single lesson, is in service of one unspoken idea: that the passenger's comfort matters more than your exhaustion, your pride, or your sore feet. By the end of training, you can balance a tray in turbulence, calm a nervous flyer with 3 soft sentences, and smile so steadily it does not even occur to anyone to ask if you are tired. You all, of course, you always will be. But that is the job. And tonight, you are about to find out what it really costs.